this person, Seth Cruz.
Yeah, Seth. I'm on air now.
We're the pros. We're proliferating pop culture. This is our second episode, and yeah, let's get right into it. Are you happy to be here, Seth?
Yeah, I am.
Are you happy? Are you excited to be here?
Yeah, I am, Nolan.
All right. So, this is going to be a spoiler review, I guess you could say, of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. What do you guys think?
It was good.
I liked it. I think it's honestly better than A New Hope.
I think it's better than everyone's going to hate me for this. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, because without spoiling too much, one of the gripes is Luke being a little odd. And how I see him is that he's just an old... He's aged. He's more seasoned or something, whatever the actual term is. He's more aged. He obviously seen more of the galaxy. He's basically just a different man. Because one, it's been 30 years. Two, he regrets what he's done in the past. Three...
Kind of spoiling it.
I'm not saying exactly what. Shh.
Kind of saying it.
Drew, as long as he's keeping it descriptive, he's fine.
Three. And it's basically like, you can tell that he's still Luke. He's just been like raked through a pile of like...
Leaves?
Poop? Yeah, I guess. Been raked through like... And it, yeah. So he's basically supposed to be, in my mind, as the damaged man.
Yeah. I guess that could be a correct term.
Or the Wizard of Oz, if you want to go with that.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a remake of Empire Strikes Back.
Well, there's only one part that references it, and that's near the end where they're on a white planet with speeders.
No, but also when they're getting overrun by the First Order.
Oh yeah.
So that's the same as like.
I don't see it as an exact.
Well, they have
remake.
Also ski things.
No, but when you think about it, the Force Awakens was about them destroying a planet or a Death Star.
It's not as much of a ripoff as A New Hope.
Yeah. It's just copying and pasting the format into something new.
What he said.
Also, did you guys catch the dice Easter egg?
Mm-hmm.
The compass.
Compass.
No, the dice.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was.
Do you know what that's a reference to?
Yeah, that's the dice that what was it again?
He won those dice when
He won the Millennium Falcon.
yeah.
Against Lando. Ha.
Hashtag not sponsored for the
Hashtag please show that in Solo the Star Wars story, please. Lucasfilm, where's the trailer?
turns out it isn't coming out until May 25th. I double checked and yeah.
The trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming really early.
Isn't
What's
the
it
movie
called?
coming out on that exact?
Well, it's supposed to be coming out on like
I thought it was June 25th.
wait, June?
I thought it was June.
I thought it was December.
I thought it might have just been moved and we're just all
Episode
confused.
3, the Solo release date debate.
Episode 3.5.
Okay.
So it goes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 3.5, then 8, and then 9,
and then 5, and then 3.5. I did some Spider-Man thing with my hands, but I was counting that.
That's also another movie that's set to release next year.
They're very messy with their order.
Yeah, they are very messy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of conflict and stuff with that film that I really do enjoy, and it's also unexpected.
I thought the fight scene was one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. And did you guys also know why Rian Johnson didn't use the Knights of Ren?
No.
So many people theorize that the guards or Snoke's guards were the Knights of Ren.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out that wasn't the case. Rian Johnson just didn't have enough time to plan out what was going to happen. So most likely, or possibly, we're going to see the Knights of Ren in Episode 9.
Yeah. Also, I just want to...
Snoke's bodyguards are so much better.
I just want to acknowledge, and I just want to give a shout out to this person right here has some like Lego Star Wars like animation going on. What's up, man?
He isn't saying anything.
He's saying anything. Another conflict that's recently happening is North Korea.
What's up with? Oh yeah,
We're threatening them. They're threatening us.
and then there was the missile.
The missile launch.
Did you
and
hear
now
about
it's
the
in-
Olympics that South Korea and North Korea are coming together for the Olympics? 'Cause it's supposed-
Seriously?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
How long has it been since they've
Because-
actually worked together?
Because the Olympics is being hosted in South Korea.
40?
The
Wait, so
Olympic-
the Olympics are held in South Korea?
Yes.
I'm surprised North Korea is actually participating in the Olympics.
South Korea offered it to North Korea.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's because they're trying to make peace. What do you expect? But with the South Korea and North Korea negotiations, I believe it's happening right now, if I'm correct.
At the time of this recording.
They need to get the U.S. involved. I swear, they need to just make peace with the U.S. because we do not need more conflict right now.
Or possibly a North Korean American war.
Honestly, that would probably last like 5 minutes.
No.
Yes.
I don't.
It would.
Nukes that they've been
Do you
testing.
know, dude, you need to acknowledge one thing about North Korea. They're extremely, like, I'm not going to say underpowered. Well, they technically are. They don't have they don't have current technology.
They're allied with China and they can shut up
China and
produce
Russia?
to us.
China and Russia, I believe they said once, if you need to go in conflict with them, just go ahead. We're aligned with the China as well. I believe they said, hey man, I know what's recently happening. If you need to take them out, go ahead. And Russia's on board with this. They were warning North Korea like back in 2016 saying, hey, enough with the conflict or else we're going to take action. So, what are your thoughts on this, Seth?
Well, for the Olympics, and I'm a little bit shocked. I actually remember back in I want to say 3rd grade, I did a report on North and South Korea.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
and I did go into a little bit of the fact on why they divided. But this wasn't around the time when Kim Jong-un rose to power. It was still the old...
When did his father unfortunately pass away? Like 2011?
I don't remember. I could seriously care less about Kim Jong-un at this point. He's just going mad with power.
Yeah, he's a little too,
How old is Kim Jong-un again?
like in his 30s.
30s?
I believe so, or 20s at least.
30s or 20s?
20s at the minimum,
Like
30,
older.
40s at the max.
He looks so much older.
He looks like a young adult.
He cannot be whatsoever 20. He cannot, he has to be past that at least. He has to be basically to drink. He's probably at that age. He's probably above that age.
Well, again, he could probably get alcohol for free.
Yeah, true, since he's the king.
He's the king and...
The king, president, what is it?
I don't know.
I think it's king.
You may want to double check that.
Emperor.
Wait, it's emperor?
Emperor.
Hmm?
I don't know. It might be Emperor.
It's probably emperor, let's be honest at this point.
Good point.
Hashtag Kim Jong-un, Emperor Palpatine. I'm sorry, I just had to.
It's
They're
But
not the same because one's fatter than the other. One's fatter than the other.
and again,
one's actually satisfying to watch. One's just like, bro, why?
Wrinkly.
Why? Just why? I don't know why I made that comparison in the first place. But at this point, if we're lucky, I mean, a meteor could just fall onto them and just
destroy
You mean the
them.
Michigan meteor?
Oh yeah, speaking about that, the Michigan meteor drop. What do you think?
I was a bit shocked, getting some random dude on YouTube.
Nobody got
Dang.
killed.
Nobody got killed, and
Luckily.
yet that dude got #1 on trending.
Yeah, that guy got #1 on trending.
Unlike
Did
the
you
video
hear-
that's affecting YouTube right now.
Did you hear that it went so close to Earth that actually it caused a little bit of earthquake?
Wow. At least it was a little bit of an earthquake.
Well,
It started rattling.
Well, I
stuff.
felt a little bit of an earthquake once.
When?
back when I was in 5th grade.
5th grade?
Yeah, 5th grade. My dad, brother, and I shared a room. We each had our own beds. And my dad woke up to this shaky feeling, and he sometimes goes to sleep on the couch, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And he woke up, and then we found out that, there was a mini earthquake in, like, Texas or something. I don't know. I don't know the nearest, like, state that's next to Arizona, but I just know it was, like, somewhere in Arizona's range.
Interesting.
And it somehow affected the west side, which is where he lives.
Going back to The Last Jedi, if that's okay, there is a big division, I guess you could say, between fans that like this film or think it's a good film and people who hate it and say it's the worst film of all time or worst film of 2017.
Some people say it's too funny.
How is it too funny?
I mean, I mean, jokes are just like scattered not all over the place, but just scattered just sparsely. Is that a word? Sparsely? Just like sparingly. Just like here's one, and then a good 30, 40 minutes, and then here's another one.
Oh yeah. So do you guys remember that the pork scene where the porks are like playing around with Luke's lightsaber?
Spoilers. That's not a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler. It's cut footage.
It's fine. But I swear, I felt like that little pork on it. It was about to ignite that lightsaber.
Yeah, in the cut footage, it shows the pork that was on top of the button accidentally presses it and kills that other one.
Oh no way!
Which I was shocked. Like, oh what? Wait,
we're gonna eat pork tonight.
Did Disney? Did Mickey just pass that?
Did Mickey just pass that?
We're gonna have pork today.
I mean, Chewbacca ate a pork.
Well,
spoiler.
Well, again, that was the only thing that was on the planet. And then they started nesting in the Millennium Falcon.
Minor spoilers
Spoiler.
now. Sorry about that. Minor. Let's not go into anything else.
I'll say everything.
No.
That's spoiler. Shh.
If you do, if you even
We all saw it already.
I was
We all
trying.
saw it already, so why is it?
Oh, unless you're like.
I mean, what if
one out
AJ
of
hasn't seen it or Cooper hasn't seen it? Hi, Cooper. How you doing?
Hi.
He said hi, by the way.
Say it into the mic.
But honestly, one thing that really annoys me is that people say it's too long. I mean, I get what they're
It's
coming
2 hours.
from. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Now
2 hours and 30 minutes. What? I mean, I guess you could say it's a little too long, but
Well, by the time.
let's be honest. They're trying to. It's a good thing that these films are longer because we get more action, we get more love for our Star Wars fandom, and
I thought
we get more stuff.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, this is a thing we're not going to go in too deep about, but it's something that's not really considered a spoiler. The Finn and Rose dynamic. That is the number one gripe I have with this film.
Wait, how is it a gripe for you?
It's just out of the blue. It's just a little odd how they meet. Well, I mean, how they meet. I'm sorry, how they meet is fine because Star Wars
standards.
Star Wars standards, and then we have the Canto Bight scene, which Star Wars standard as well. Because we always have to go somewhere like extra. Let's be honest at this point.
Yeah, and
we went to Naboo and then Attack of the Clones. We went to the Death Star and A New Hope. Not like in the middle of the film when they like accidentally got onto it before they went back and said, "Hey, we don't like how you almost kidnapped us."
Yeah.
We don't like how you blowed up Alderaan, okay? The forecast was very nice. They had a nice 79 and they had a nice 86, and then on Wednesday it showed up as 1,500 degrees.
And then everyone died.
Everyone died in that day.
The end.
They meet the people on Scarif. I just did a Hunger Games reference for the people that is listening. I did the 3-finger.
That's like a Boy Scout reference.
Oh, that's a Boy Scout. Oh, we were. I know. But yeah, which is exactly like we didn't say anything. Do you have any gripes with the film? Any minor gripes? Any big gripes?
Well, my major gripe is with a spoiler, but I can't tell you guys.
You have any gripes with the film?
Unless we were going to do like a uncut spoiler version of this episode of the podcast, then yeah, I would be all right with talking about it.
Yeah. You have any gripes though?
Nope.
One thing, it's a really small gripe, and this is coming from me watching Raiders of the Lost Ark. I felt like some character songs or just songs in general were a little too overused, like the Force theme.
Right.
Just a little bit. It was understandable at the end because, of course, you were going to need that. But it just, some of them just felt maybe just a little too overdone.
I'm also a little bit disappointed for how they chose J.J. Abrams again for episode 9.
Oh, let's talk about episode 9. Episode 9.
There's going to be a time jump.
Oh, there is? Did they confirm that?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing.
Well, it is a confirmed thing. After all, Carrie Fisher did die.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace. We'll miss you.
Yeah.
Probably be like a person that.
Yeah, I think I know where they're going,
They
but
did that.
I'm not going to say
They
just
did that
case.
in Rogue One too.
Right, Oh, yeah.
They won? They did a time jump?
No, they
CGI.
CGI.
Oh.
Of Leia.
Yeah, everyone, when I went to go and see that, everyone's mind was blown. And then, well, actually, pretty much if you sign a contract with Disney, they could just do that CGI technique, get someone who sounds a lot like you, and just CGI your younger self's or older self's face to said person. It's what they did with Tarkin.
There's two things. I'm just going to say it anyways. There's potential spoilers coming. But there's two things I feel like they're going to do. One, because of the time skip, they're probably going to say, hey, Leia unfortunately died in between these periods. And whatever the reason may be, maybe Kylo came out of nowhere. Or it's something, maybe old age, probably not.
Probably space cancer.
She's probably like 60 at this point in the series.
I want to say that.
So
I wonder
probably
if they're going to do the time
little
jump.
bit of
They'll
stretch.
just like slowly mention that she died.
Yeah,
in that.
like in Cards 2, like that one.
Yeah, you know the real reason behind that, right?
Yeah, because
The
guy- yeah.
dude died.
yeah, they could just do something like that, or they actually do the CGI thing, and they're like CGI her face.
Let's see here. Carrie Fisher has had a big impact, even though she started out small. She had some problems, but yeah. I don't think we will be seeing Carrie come back in episode 9
in CGI form.
In CGI form, I could see that as like, I want to say like a 4th Star Wars trilogy. Maybe it's like
They're doing. Rian Johnson's doing that. Like, no,
All I hope is that Chewie doesn't die.
he's the only one left of the old trilogy.
Did you guys hear what they did for the EU and why they
It's
wiped it
Chewbacca,
out?
C-3PO, and R2-D2.
Chewbacca got wiped out by a moon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got wiped out in the moon by the EU. Just like slammed into him. So they're basically just saying, hey, we need to scrap the EU for storytelling and stuff like that.
Oh.
Plus, some of it didn't really fit, let's be honest.
Like what?
Like some parts of the canon doesn't, like the timeline is just a little off. Like, for example, you have this comic book that's happening that has this comic book having the same exact time with same exact characters, I believe. I believe there's a few instances like that. But they're bringing back the EU slowly, let's be honest. They have Thrawn back, and then they mentioned the Mandalorian Wars and Rebels, so we're probably going to have Darth Revan soon. I believe at this point, the giant monster person with, like, the ones is now confirmed.
Wrangler?
Hey, you want to know the most important thing we need to acknowledge here is that the holiday specials are now canon. Chewbacca's son was featured in a book, and he originated from the holiday specials.
Which holiday special? The one where they made cake?
I have no clue at this point. Just a holiday special.
Okay. Well, there's for Star Wars comics, there's like a few good ones that tie in with the films. If you're reading Poe Dameron by Marvel, # not sponsored, there is some stuff that does go on with that. I haven't been following it too well, but there are also some characters in the Star Wars comics that are actually pretty good. If you don't know, if you read Darth Vader's 2016 run, there is a character who's really cool. She's like Space Indiana Jones. Her name's Dr. Afro. She's also cool. And she's got her own C-3PO and R2-D2 units who kill people. And she also has her own brute version of Chewie. Did I forget to mention she worked with Darth Vader and almost got killed?
One thing I feel like is so divisive about the film, and I was talking to a good chunk of my friends from my old school about this, talking about this, and just a tiny bit of backlash is because of, just going back to The Last Jedi, is because their theories weren't right.
I mean, like, no one's theories is ever right.
I mean,
like, remember when Episode 7 trailer dropped?
One theory became like greenlighted in the film temporarily, but that was like really it. That like it was just a good 5 minutes, and then it just got debunked automatically. I'm not gonna say what because spoiler.
And well, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen it at this point. But if you haven't, then go watch the film or go watch it off of Pirate Bay or something.
Don't watch it off Pirate Bay, please. Just wait until the Blu-ray.
And do you want to know what Disney also did? They made all movie theaters boycott their passes, so now you have to pay to see Star Wars.
Isn't that with everything?
Well, if you had the movie passes for set movie theaters, you could get in there for free without paying any money. So, like, the first week, Disney wasn't making any money off of Star Wars, and they were like, hey, I'm just going to make up a random name for some movie theater. Hey, Chuck, I heard Harkins isn't, Star Wars Episode 8 isn't making any money. Can you please boycott your passes to where you have to pay to see Episode 8, but the passes can be used on any other films?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Disney wants to make a profit.
They're probably going to do that for Infinity War or Black Panther.
I honestly wouldn't mind that because those two films are worth watching.
Yeah,
I would pay extra just to see them. If it's $100, then that's a little too much. I'll wait until the Blu-ray or the DVD.
Yeah,
but anything, yeah. Speaking of Marvel, just a side note, I think iTunes and other digital media services, Hotpon, is releasing Thor Ragnarok a month early.
A month early?
Yes.
Wait, how come they haven't released it already?
Already? I don't know. I mean, I think the official day was like March something.
March something?
March
4th.
March 4th. I believe Episode 8 is coming out on March 3rd.
For Blu-ray?
Yeah, I believe so. Anything you guys want to talk about Last Jedi by any chance?
Well,
as well, since he turned into a Force ghost. And maybe his dad. Maybe his dad, since, Hayden Christensen show up in the...
Yeah, Hayden Christensen isn't going to be coming back anytime soon. If you want to know where he is, he's actually running a farm.
Yeah, he's running a farm. Oh, by the way, a Hallelujah Obi-Wan film's greenlighted.
Wait, seriously?
I think so. I think Liam Neeson said that he would love to join or love to come back as a Force ghost or something. for it.
A Force Ghost? Not like official full-on Qui-Gon Jinn?
Do you not remember he died?
No, I thought this Obi-Wan film was supposed to be a prequel.
Oh, it is? I thought it was set between episodes 3 and 4.
I thought it was supposed to be a prequel.
If it's prequel, wow.
No, they already did a similar book for that.
But we need to acknowledge one thing. We need Ewan McGregor to come back in that film.
He wasn't Beauty and the Beast.
He wasn't Beauty and the Beast. He's willing.
He was the candle.
Yeah, he was the candle. Like, they need to bring him back, I swear. If they don't bring him back, then...
And plus, he's got a good reason to come back. He doesn't have to deal with Hayden Christensen anymore. Because the two of them didn't get along when episode 3 came around.
Yeah. It happens, but, you know. I mean, hey, bring him back at least. Maybe have him figure out that Darth Vader's Anakin.
Well, everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah, but...
He knew that.
He knew that.
He knew that. He was the dude who...
No, like in episodes 3 and 4, how he figures out that he's still alive as Darth Vader.
Oh.
Like, he's still in the desert, and he's like, hey, what's this? And then he, like, I don't know, maybe he sees, like, a hologram of Darth Vader, and it says, Darth Vader attacking... Give me a planet name.
Jakku.
Jakku.
Isn't canon until episode 7.
Why does everybody want to go back to Jakku?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Why does everyone want to go back to Jakku? But I think this might do it here today. Thank you, Seth, for coming.
I will also be available for any future episodes. So if you need me for any, just ask.
Yeah,
and I will be going.
We might be getting someone else. Thank you for joining me again here, Drew. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time. We don't exactly know what we're talking about.
See you in episode 3.5. Later.
But yeah, goodbye. Done.